So, today we got Jesse Lee Peterson on Dr. Phil's show. We all know how Jesse is. Keeps it raw, uncut. He don't care about feelings. I'm not sure Dr. Phil audience is ready for that. I don't know. But we're going to waste no time. Hop right into it.
Elon Musk has been tweeting about the Earth's alleged underpopulation crisis. But should we be concerned? We've agreed that it's not birth rate that's causing any kind of climate change. It's not the driver, at least, that's for sure. You think it should be, people should qualify and be tested. You think people should be tested. You think we should just feed them and let them age out.
Voluntarily.
Yeah, right.
I mean, so as a society, I mean, we value freedom, and the reproductive choice is one of those freedoms. And I think the better approach is to try to educate people so that they're responsible when they have children and they can care for them. But I mean, I think having the government getting involved in anything like this, I mean, China's done that. It's a disaster over there.
I completely agree with you about reproductive freedom. I think that's the most important thing we need today. Hundreds of millions of couples are denied their right to not procreate. But you were mentioning
how's that?
Oh, go ahead.
How are they denied that right?
They do not have the contraceptive services, reproductive health services that they need. Those are not provided. And maybe people should supply their own, but they can't afford it because they're having more offspring that they can't feed.
Where's that?
Just about everywhere. Try to get a sterilization here in America when you haven't had kids and you're only 22.
That's true.
We're not allowing people to not breed.
We see people like that all the time, and you can put an IUD in. A copper IUD is effective for 10 years. It's inert.
Have you ever walked in a
effective.
grocery store and seen a lady with a bonnet on her head with 8 kids walking behind her? You think that she's being responsible? You think that she's really taking into consideration what she's supposed to do responsibly? You think that she's not on Section 8 housing? You don't think that we paying for her to house her kids, who's probably gonna grow up and steal my wheels off my car?
I disagree with all this crap that I hear. I grew up with 6 brothers and 7 sisters.
Before Jesse goes off on him, let me take it back to what the brother said right here. It's a lot of truth to it, because I notice, well, especially now the times that we're in, a lot of parents, young parents, even some of the older ones too, but mainly the young ones, that young parents, and they don't act like parents. They act like they're their kids' friend. And I'm starting to notice a lot of that, like now in the times that we're in now. Moms don't act like moms. Mom act like they're their kids' like best friend, which is okay, but you have to know how to separate being a parent and being a child, being there for your kid as a friend. You have to know how to separate that. If your kid is doing something wrong, you gotta know how to put them in line. You can't just talk to them like a friend. That's when the parent activates, and you gotta know how to address that situation. I'm seeing moms with their daughters. I haven't really seen it with the fathers, but I've seen moms with their kids, and have the kids doing just reckless stuff, like the music the mom be listening to, shaking her butt in the kid's face. I'm like, how do you think that kid is gonna grow up to respect? Everything is too sexualized. People are not being responsible enough. Everybody want, but they're not giving anything back to society. Okay, you see these young kids out here, 12, 13 years old, doing carjacking, robbing, stealing. 12, 13? And back in my time, yes, we had crime, but we were mainly concerned about playing video games. Going to our friends, exchanging video games, exchanging Pokemon cards. No. Cases did, I think 12 or 13 to them, it's like being in their 20s. It's like the total opposite. Let me know how you guys feel about that.
She's really taking into consideration what she's supposed to do responsibly. You think that she's not on Section 8 housing? You don't think that we paying for her to house her kids, who's probably gonna grow up and steal my wheels off my car?
I disagree with all this crap that I hear. I grew up with 6 brothers and 7 sisters at a time when You know, I grew up on a plantation in Alabama, and we grew up in a little hut house, bathroom outside. And my family raised an amazing family, children.
Amazing.
But what the difference was then than it is now is that before you had babies, you got married. So you have the father and the mother in the home. And while the father was out earning a living, the mother was watching over his children. And so you were able to raise decent children. We didn't have government in our lives at the time. And so we were able to do that. And in America, we were not allowed all these illegal aliens and refugees to come into our country. So our government were not taking care of folks from other parts of the world and the families in America. We took care of ourselves.
I think you've pretty much pissed off everybody. But you said there's not anything you've heard that you don't think is crap. So what do you think? You said what you don't think. What do you think?
I know that we need to restore the family. We need a smaller government
I
because
agree on that,
government
though. I
don't make
agree on that.
anything work. They screw you up. We need to stop taking care of women who are having these babies out of wedlock.
Correct.
We need to stop taking care of these women who are coming from other countries. We need to stop taking care of their babies. We need to take care of American families first by getting them a.
You see, she had to close her eyes. You know, she just ready to explode. She's just like, but like I said, Jesse don't hold no punches. He let you have it. I understand he's being a little too harsh with it, but there's a lot. There's truth to what he's saying right here, though. Especially with the government being involved. If you look at today's timeline, how there's so many single parents. It's ridiculous. That's why kids, like I was saying earlier in the video, that's why so many young kids are out there doing the things that they're doing. Like I seen did you guys see the video of the guy, where was it, Philly? Or Philly, somewhere down in Philly. That side, on New Jersey, somewhere around there. With the kids were like, I think they were like 10, 11, 12, 13. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's when they attacked the old guy and they were harassing him, hitting him with the cone in the head. You talking about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? You 10 years old? No, ain't no way.
Away from the government and restoring order.
Okay, you're a pastor, right?
Yes.
And you're a radio host?
Yes.
Okay, and you said you believe white people should have more children?
We definitely need white babies. And I tremble at the idea that white babies, that the white group is going down in numbers, because if you lose white folks, America, it's over for America. Because if you notice, white people tend to be more innovative. They're more creative. They have ideas about things. All these other races don't do nothing but destroy. They don't build, they destroy.
He's wrong.
I said you'd piss off everybody. I was wrong. Now you've pissed off everybody.
Hey, man, that was Jesse Lee Peterson and Dr. Phil. It's a lot, I know what at the end, it's a little truth to what he's saying there, but I'm not going to get involved into that. But like you were saying about the single parent homes, and back then when family, yes, back in the 90s, 80s, 70s, family were more tight-knit. The dad was home. Yes, you know, they still had single parents, but not as the rate that we have right now. The rate that we have right now with single parents is just off the charts. I know you've seen single parents commercials. Like, are you serious? Are you going to be showing us single parent commercials? We know, yes, some dads are dogs, scumbags. My mom was a single parent mom because my dad lied to her and played emotional games with her. So that's why she had no choice. And my dad chose not to be in my life, right? We know those things happen. That's what happened in my lifetime. But now the government is like pretty much paying you to be single. Like, what, they pass some law in Georgia, if you're a single parent mom, I think they'll give you like $800 to $1,000 a month just for being a single mom. They don't care if the father is around, no. You're a single mom, you give you $800 to $1,000. So they're not even trying to have both parents in a house. They're not even trying. That's why crime is the way it is right now. That's why so many kids, you can see so many kids are lost, because the mother and father, the balance is not there. Yes, stuff does happen when they have mom and dad there, but not at the rate that you have with single parents. I think it's wrong. And the feminist part, oh, I see some girls on TikTok, some feminists, the things they be saying, it's just unbelievable at the point. It's like, I don't know, maybe because they've been through something in their past that have them thinking the way they think. You might not like men, but you need men. Just like a man needs a woman. Both ways. Unless you're gay, well, you know how that goes. But you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about mother and father in the household. You need men to build. You need men. There's no ifs or buts about it. Because the way they talk, like they don't need a man. Or if they do need a man, he has to do everything. He can't say nothing. No, relationship got to be 50-50, man. You can't just have somebody like a slave and thinking that you're on top of the world and everything. No, you're not going to bow. How you going to bow down to somebody else's feet? That's not a relationship. That's control. Hey, Jesse's a savage. I don't think the audience was ready. You see their faces, the face expression. They were just like, did he say that? Hey, that's Jesse for you. Give me guys take about what he said and what the other guy was saying about the black single mothers with 8 kids and she's wearing the thing on the head. Like I saw a single mother. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I saw a single mother taking pictures with all her kids. I think the oldest was 14. The youngest was like about 6. And she had all of them. I think it was 5 or 6 kids. She looked like she was she was younger than 30, put it that way. She had all the kids in the picture throwing up gang signs. Gang signs at the age of 6. Hey, until then, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next video, man. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.